Bon bloody giorno. Woo! How are we doing? Bumper
All
week.
good. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad. We've got a bumper week of this week what happened, so it's like this fortnight what happened, but it doesn't really work as well. So, as I was on holiday last week, so we didn't record it. I know. Next time. But let's go into the first breaking story first, because I'm gonna have to keep calling it that because happened from the first week, wasn't it? So my first story is a bit of a spooky one. It's about a woman who finds a possessed laughing toy in a haunted abandoned mental institute from the 1800s. Urban explorer Gary, 24, visited an abandoned mental health institute with her boyfriend Sonny, age 25, and their friend Dan, age not given. But they were
It
left
sounds like
terrified.
Dan's just been like thrown into the end there.
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like we want to give our friend some clout too.
We're not gonna
friend,
release his age,
Dan.
but he's gonna get featured. But yeah, so this is the video that they showed.
Hold up.
As you can tell,
It just started.
What?
It's been
Where's Dan? Is Dan the pony?
yeah, that's who their friend is. That's why it's so
Like there's only two of them there.
But that's why they recorded it, and apparently it's been sat there for years. But there is, I'm gonna try and debunk it. Maybe, just maybe.
I mean, it was the noise it made was.
But I think that's the
Was
laughing. I think that's what the noise of that My Little Pony toy makes anyway. But my debunk of it is maybe they put that on the chair and then filmed it and going, so scary, because that's what I would have done.
I mean, it does look very sinister.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Looking at the photos, which aren't going to feature, it's.
Why is that not covered in dust? Oh, I suppose because it moves about.
Yeah, it's not got dust on it for one, but it's got no mane and no tail.
Why would let's face it, compared to the building, a fairly modern toy, when you look at everything else that's in there, why would there be a My Little Pony in there?
Yeah, like out of all the stories, it's I think it could be debunked, but spooky start, because why not?
Well, on the spooky front, in a roundabout way, a dad of one from Brazil who is addicted to tattoos and body transformation has spent years undergoing operations to become a real-life orc, even forking out £400 to get some huge fake teeth. He's on social media with around 30,000 followers on Instagram, where he shares what he looks like. The best quote I got was, I got 6 false teeth placed in August 2020, and I'm going to put 2 bigger ones in, even though I'm having trouble eating and drinking.
You know what? I think I need a trip to Brazil, because if they're doing 2 massive teeth for 200 quid,
They're like tusks on his face, mate. I'm not lying.
Yeah,
I mean, that's what they are. But
the photo's going to pop up at some point throughout this segment. But yeah, no, 400 quid.
400 quid.
Big teeth.
He's earned himself the title of trans species, and just before we all laugh too much, he's even attracted the attention of film producer Michael Raylock, who is best known for his films Snow White and The Intruder. And Orc, as he is known, is now set to make his movie debut. He said, "We will start filming in October in Barcelona and the Canary Islands. I can't say much about the film, but I can say that it will be innovative and playful, something that has never been seen before in cinema. Me and the whole team are very anxious for the debut." Something that's never been seen before is a man who actually looks like an orc, not one they've had to CGI.
not CGI, and the makeup department is going to be
Yeah.
like, "Thank you
Ah,
so much."
cheers, mate. Day off. Although they don't get paid for the film, so.
True, but for 400 quid to get two big massive teeth, I'm gonna go because it's only gonna cost me like 200 quid to fix this train wreck.
you get them all done for 400 quid.
That's it. Trip to Steve goes to
That's
Brazil.
just Steve gets tusks.
That's oh right. So that'll move me on to my next story of just north of Brazil in the US of A. Louisville couple, their luck struck twice for a Kentucky couple as they thought they lost a winning Powerball ticket. So Powerball for the UK is the lotto that they have over in America. The Bowling Green couple found in November they had won $50,000 but couldn't find the ticket they had purchased about a week before. The Kentucky Lottery said in a news release, and they found it. Well, they got the phone call, said that you've won, and they found the ticket. So they lost the ticket, and then found it after 3 months. They thought they just threw the ticket away, but they don't. Oh, and it said it was in. Went to check the condition of the company car and saw the ticket inside. So the ticket was inside their company car.
That is so not a news story to be made by a news outlet. Like
No,
they've claimed their winnings and then they've contacted the local news and been like, guess what? We lost our ticket, right?
Yeah.
Right? Are you sitting down? Because then
3 months later,
we found it.
Do you know what? I'm so glad we didn't do this last week because it's been a slow news week. But next story, it's a fan favorite. If it's not a fan favorite, it's my favorite. Based in America, it's our favorite pizza chain.
Domino's news.
Domino's news. So it's an article that's really old, but it's resurfaced. A man was ordering Domino's pizza for more than 10 years every day. He didn't order for 11 days, and the staff became concerned. So they went over and knocked on his house to make sure he was okay. He was in his house, and he shouted out he's in need of medical attention. He was rushed off to hospital, and where he was stabilised. Staff from the pizza place even visited the hospital with flowers and cards, although no pizza. So,
What?
yeah, I know.
Go home. Don't turn up.
They've said he's just an important customer. That's part of our family here at Domino's, because their profit margins would crumble.
It kind of sounds like me and my local takeaway if I don't order from them in a couple of days, though. We get texts from them. They're not like Domino's where they automate texts. We just get messages come through. Just, hey, you still want the offer that we do?
But imagine being on a diet and then them going, do you know what? We're going to check on you. And you're like, no, I'm just eating salads now. But I think his health issue might have come from eating Domino's for 10 years straight every day.
Depends what it was. I need the follow-up.
There was no follow-up of what he was having, but pizza, you've got just pure carbs and pure fats. And in America as well, it's it's
pure
carbs,
carb,
pure fats. It's just not gonna bode well, is it, in your arteries? So,
well, on the subject of food and drink and illness, a mother, again in the US, concocted a drink to stop it being stolen by her son's school bullies, leaving a child in hospital. Bexar County Sheriff's deputies were called to a school in Texas after a child became sick. They were told the stricken child had been given a drink by a classmate. The liquid in the sports bottle was found to contain a mixture of lemon, salt, and vinegar. Now, I expected from the title like something like bleach, water, and a bit of Ribena or something. I don't know, but that doesn't sound too bad. Lemon salt, like it wouldn't be pleasant. Let's be fair, but it doesn't sound dangerous. And it turns out it wasn't, because shortly after the child consumed the drink, he began experiencing nausea and a headache. And that meant that the child had to go to hospital because he had nausea and a headache for drinking lemon juice. Through the course of the investigation, it was learned that the mother of the student who provided the drink intentionally mixed the contents of the drink together to allegedly prevent her son's drink from being stolen at school by the other students. Police said the mother who mixed the drink, Jennifer, age 45, was charged with injury to a child causing bodily injury and was being held in jail. The only, well, not only, but one of the major flaws in her plan that I do see is she's mixed the drink to be vile to prevent it being stolen, leaving her son with no drink because it's undrinkable. So she might as well have just sent him in with the normal drink because it's the same outcome if it gets nicked or not.
Well, you might. Well, yeah, you get 2 drinks instead, and then one gets taken.
Yeah, just take 2. Take 2 normal drinks and put one in your bag.
Yeah, hide one in your bag.
Don't just make the drink nasty because your son can't drink it. I'm assuming that it doesn't mention that she sent him in with 2. It was just this drink. So
it just shows that it wasn't for the school bullies. It was for the kid.
It was for the kid.
Like, she just wanted her kid to get sick.
Yeah,
she's trying to kill her kid off.
She was planning a holiday, and
so it was too much.
Needed time off.
She had needed time off, or it cost too much to take her kid, so then she gave him that drink to drink, so he couldn't go. Kill the kid off instead of.
I'm off to Brazil.
I want these tusks. They're on special offer.
I'll sort your bullies out. Okay, so in America, in Ohio, a pair of police horses have caused a highway hazard. The drivers on an Ohio interstate came upon unusual traffic hazard over the weekend, and it's a pair of horses trotting against traffic on the highway. There's a video showing them headed westbound in the eastbound interstate lanes, slowing and then halting traffic. Cleveland Police Sergeant Wilfredo Diaz told reporters that the horses were members of the department's mounted division. They inadvertently strayed during routine care and exercise. The transportation department got in a snarky comment on itself, as you can see there, with the some real horsepower on I-19 downtown Cleveland today. Any injuries? Nay.
You know what? Have you secretly started working for the Ohio Department of Transport? That's that sort of level of joke.
Absolutely not, because one, my jokes are too cheesy. Okay, this one's really weird, but also supposed to be like quite touching. So a woman, Lisa Murray Lang, takes dead hamster Spud on tour of Europe because he loved traveling. Now, Lisa, who was 47, initially spent $3,500 and traveled 7,000 miles to scatter some of his ashes on a beach in Honolulu. Now, this is her hamster. He's traveled more than 1,500 miles on holidays. Lisa got Spud, who she named after a character in Trainspotting in 2019. She then spent hours during the pandemic making her pet models of famous locations, both real and fictional. Lisa made dozens of miniature real-life sets, including Hogwarts, Coronation Street, 10 Downing Street, as well as European cities. Last year, she took Spud on a tour of Europe. They visited the Eiffel Tower, the Louvre in Paris, Buckingham Palace, the London Eye, and 10 Downing Street, a 5-day jaunt to Amsterdam, the Van Gogh Museum, and a cat rescue centre, which seems like a weird place to take a hamster. She plans to take Spud to Harry Potter World next. No jokes, that hamster is doing things that I've wanted to do. I want to go to Harry Potter World. I want to go on a 5-day jaunt to Amsterdam.
Yeah.
I've never been to the Van Gogh Museum.
Well, he didn't go to the Van Gogh. He went to the Ham Goth Museum.
Oh my god.
Here all day. Here all day.
That's that's annoyingly that's gonna get like lapped up as well. That's gonna be like joke highlight of the episode.
That's it. But yeah, no. It just shows that she's in grief, bless her, don't it?
She is in grief. It's just annoying that the hamster has travelled more than me. I mean, it is dead, so 1-0. But otherwise, it's been to Amsterdam for 5 days. He's travelled, man. I'm stuck at home.
That was bad. That was bad. You trying to take joke of the episode? Is that what it was? Oh. All right. That takes me on to my next article.
How does that take? How? What have you got?
I've got a travel.
Oh, I was gonna be like, how does the dead hamster take you onto anything?
Takes her on holiday, clearly. But yeah, it takes me to my travel. My next travel article, and there's a strict list of 2,000-person nude cruise that cost 2K per person, and the rules have been taken out.
So you're telling me this one for our trip that we're gonna do, where we go on the nude cruise?
Yeah, it was supposed to be a secret. Supposed to be a secret.
Not bad.
Guess where it runs from?
Where?
Texas.
Oh.
The Naked Extravaganza tours, the likes of Mexico and Honduras after setting sail from Tampa, Florida for a week of fun at sea. But some of the rules that are listed, there are signs everywhere. There were a lot of staff from the charter company whose job it was to enforce good naturist etiquette. They say that never see a single photo. You can't take a single online photo from the cruise except from a group shot that people volunteer for. And there's a load of one of the rules, you have to wear clothes whilst docked in port, and the main and specialty
nobody knows what's going on the boat,
and the captain's gala cocktail party. It doesn't have to be fancy, it can be casual wear, but the company stresses that it cannot be lingerie or fetish wear. Even robes are banned while in the above setting. Outside those times, you may be nude throughout the ship, morning, noon, and night.
Man, imagine being the cleaning crew for that. That's all I can think of. I wouldn't want to be the cleaning crew for that ship. I mean, there's going to be, on that picture above,
yeah,
there's going to be handprints on the railings and just a clog print on the window that they've got to clean off.
That's literally it. You wouldn't want to be a deckhand.
Just when the sun hits that glass, right, when no one's leaning against it, and it's just clean, and then a smudge mark, and then it's clean.
You wouldn't want to be a deckhand, or on this cruise, it's a dickhand.
Not your finest work, but we'll let you have it.
Bit of wordplay. But yeah, there's strict rules.
So no photos. So we're not going to be able to film our content on this cruise.
That's it.
Also, that's a photo. So.
But it's a group because it's more than one person. But yeah, that takes me on to my next travel bit of news. A quick-thinking pilot delivers baby mid-flight after mother goes into labour. Jakirin is his first name. I'm going to was piloting a Vietjet plane from Taipei, Taiwan to Bangkok, Thailand when the child's mother went into labour. He was a quick-thinking pilot. He helped deliver the baby mid-flight. It had a cool nickname, apparently, according to the title. Can you guess what the nickname was?
No, but I'm sure in that day he was glad he was flying from Type A and not Type B. Carry on.
The baby, the the baby was called nicknamed the Sky Baby.
There's what?
Yeah,
It could have been like Mile High or something like that.
yeah.
Or Baby A, Type
70,
A.
apparently 74 children were born on commercial flights between 1929 and 2018, of all
I
which,
mean, that's a
but
shit statistic.
yeah,
From
no, but
1929 to 2018, only 74 children were born on commercial flights.
and only three of them didn't make it.
Oh, brilliant.
So
Cheerful.
71 between that. It's not too bad. It just means that people do get banned from flying with when they are pregnant. After around 32 weeks, airlines don't normally
If
let
you're
you.
carrying twins.
Yeah, and then after 28 weeks of pregnancy, the airline may ask you for a letter from your doctor or midwife confirming your due date and that you are no risk of.
Staying on the flying scene, a grandmother has been left dangling 7 foot upside down after getting stuck in a shop's shutters. Anne Hughes, dubbed Super Anne, age 71, was seen on CCTV being lifted 7 foot into the air outside a convenience store in Wales. Anne was standing outside the store where she works as a cleaner waiting for it to open when the electric shutters were raised and her coat got stuck. Footage showed her dangling upside down before a shopkeeper rescued her by holding her in his arms as the shutter was lowered. She said, "I'm learning to live with the fame. I'll never hear the end of it. The shutter was completely open. Then I screamed the shopkeeper's name, and thank goodness he came out and lowered the shutter and managed to get me in his arms."
We'll put it in. We'll put the clip in now so you can see it. But yeah, no, she. That coat
I'm
is a good quality coat. I need to. I want to find out what coat she's got because.
only one. She doesn't probably weigh much more than a cabbage, so
Yeah, true.
if I did that, the shutters would start coming down the other way.
They just wouldn't. They wouldn't lift.
Just break. There was a
Uh,
shop fire as a man's coat was caught in the shutters and
that's
burnt
it.
the motors.
Talking of funny news, Dune 2 has just come out in cinema. And the the popcorn container that is linked with the promo is hit the news. I'm gonna let you guess why. But there we go. You can see a picture of it there.
Oh dear. I mean,
Yeah,
it's
mate. Good promo.
interesting, isn't it? Yeah.
Um, and yeah, it's
I, they only serve salted popcorn, I assume.
no, just plain. You've got to salt it yourself if you if you've seen the shape of
Like
the.
them salt shakes and crisps you used to get. You got to put it in yourself. You got to shake it yourself.
That's literally it. But I might go watch Dune 2 now because I want that popcorn.
I do want to know if anyone's like done it.
Probably. It'll be on Reddit somewhere.
Reddit.
I'll catch up on that story and see if anyone's put on Reddit about it and if it's been used or not in that way.
Fucked my June cup. Is what happened. You'll never believe
It'll
what
be
happened next.
it'll be appear on a short on my channel. Yeah.
Food. I assume like staying somewhat on food. Not that you want to. You don't. Well, I was going to say you don't stick your dick in these, but um, sausage vending machines are becoming really popular in Germany. Hungry Germans craving a sausage in the dead of night are increasingly turning to vending machines for their bratwurst, bockwurst, and barbecue meats. The machines are booming outside of German cities where shops are less likely to stay open for long hours, especially in structurally weak rural areas. Vending machines are becoming increasingly popular. Some butchers' vending machines sell 3 or 4 different types of sausage and punnets of accompanying potato salad. Others stock eggs, milk, butter, fruits, and vegetables, so the kitchen essentials are available at any time. But who is wanting, in the dead of night, to go fancy some bratwurst and a little bit of potato salad? I think I'm going to go out.
Yeah. Do you know what? There was a place in Benidorm. They have those vending machines with all the food, so you can get like a hot dog or a burger or chips for like €2 for
I
and
don't
and
think
it's
I'd trust
open.
it.
It's open 24 hours. Like who wants? I'm not gonna buy a burger for €2. Like it's just not gonna end well
From a vending machine.
from a vending machine.
Like, no. I don't know how long that's been in there. How does it stay? Does it cook it when it
I
comes
think
out?
so. It's like a microwave. But I think that's what's gonna happen with the bratwurst and stuff like that. It will just stay in there and it will get cold. Uh, it would be kept cold, and then you just take it home. Other
Sorry, my
options
dog is trying to
are
jump all over me.
Tinder, Hinge, or Bumble if you want to get a midnight sausage. Joke of the episode!
I don't think so. There'll be a debate underneath.
Put it down in the comments who's got the joke of the episode. All right, going on to weird and stuff, mysterious things of like sausages in vending machines. There has been a large Bigfoot footprint along the Torquay coast path. I'll quickly show it. There we go. People have said their size 11, and it's that again times that and a half, so it's about a 24.
That and a half.
Yeah.
I
So
mean, that's
Bigfoot, everyone knows from um, it's normally found in America, especially around Minnesota and areas
the
like that.
longest running conspiracy on GTA San Andreas.
Yeah. Um, but Bigfoot, native to America, somehow is in the south coast of England, which makes perfect sense because obviously it's
It's
like I
just
said,
me. I was
it's
walking around the forest with my shoes off.
that's it. It's like I said, it's been a slow news week
It
down
has been this
in Devon.
news week. I have one more. Do you have any more?
No, that's it. Yeah, I think we stick to the conspiracies. Is the conspiracy of Bigfoot being in Torquay?
So, a conspiracy theorist believes he could be killed for talking about the darkest ever theory. Several people associated with the theory have reportedly died unexpectedly. And what it is it's about Project Bluebeam, something that has been all over TikTok. Everybody should know about Project Bluebeam. It's put under any unexplained video where there's like a light in the sky or UFO sighting kind of thing. In the comments, you will find Project Bluebeam. It's but conspiracy theorist Jared Yor recently spoke about the theory with his brother, claiming that even researching it made him afraid. He explains the first phase is going to be to unearth some kind of documents that change our perception of the reality that we live in, confusing us and opening our minds to possibility of what could be. Now, in some ways, that's been done because they released all the like loads of documents, didn't they, about UFOs and shit like that.
Yeah, and especially like Area 51. Like
Yeah,
I've got
loads of stuff got released.
we've got a theory where I am where it's they're putting more and more alien stuff on TV, and are they doing that so they can one day
So
go?
we're accustomed to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, the second phase is basically to have us all imagine what this would look like, and the best way to do that is through movies. He claims that the 1996 film Independence Day was part of this psychological programming. So phase 2 could have been done.
Yeah, that's it. Oh, uh-oh.
The third step is they'll actually project holographic images into the sky to make us see the alien invasion. So, I mean, we're seeing stuff on TikTok a lot recently. I don't know if you saw the thing with all the cops. They said it was like a fight or something, and people were claiming that there were aliens there. Above Vegas, they had that triangle one that was seen.
There's that black circle that's been seen as well that looks like a smoke ring.
So we could be in stage 3. The fourth step is to have us all go into underground bunkers, and they're going to put us into submarines, and the few that are lucky enough are going to survive this end of the world apocalypse. So, I mean, like, step 1 to 3, you're like, okay, this has got some thought behind it. I think it's good. It sounds like it could happen. And then he goes, and then they're going to put us underground and put us into submarines.
Yeah, that one's a bit far-fetched.
The theory I've heard is that we would then, like, all seeing this invasion be like, government, what do we do? And they're like, hey, we'll help you. And it's all like, we then have a master government.
Yeah, true.
Not they're going to chuck us underground and then chuck us in submarines.
But I think that they've said that because it's an American brothers, isn't it? It's
Yeah.
Shane Dawson's brother, where I can see why they would say that in America. They'd be like, instead of the government being, oh, we're going to turn towards the government, they'll be like, that's not our president, so we're not going to follow his rule. This wouldn't happen if Trump was here. Like, this sort of thing.
Yeah. I was earlier on one of the stories that involved, I think it was the Ohio story. I was thinking about doing the accent, and having heard you do an accent, glad I didn't go for it.
It wasn't my best.
So yeah, we are waiting to see if we're going into step 4. Keep your eyes out for any bunkers and submarines that you're getting hurdled into. Maybe start investing in oxygen tanks and scuba fins. And then you'll be one of the like, fuck your submarine. I bought 1,600 tanks while you were doing your stage 3.
Yeah, you know what? I'm not going underground. I'm just like, do you know what? I'm gonna run my risk of aliens.
They might be cool.
They might be cool.
I reckon you could like win one over.
Well, the Egyptians apparently the pyramids were built by aliens, so I'm not going underground. I might be able to build something cool.
No, you'd be like, hey, come and look at this, and like introduce them to like Fortnite.
Come build this.
Be like, try this.
Yeah, come look at this week what happened, and they're like, do you know what? Do you know what? You guys are cool. You are safe.
Well, not anymore. Now you've just taken the piss. That was like they're gonna be like, you think we all sound like fucking Stephen Hawking? No.
Epstein Island.
We now can't meet him either.
But that wraps up a bumper week of this week. What happened? And we'll get in the next episode out next week. Remember, put in the comments if you've got joke of the week. Ah, true. No holidays planned. But yeah, put in the comments down below who's got joke of the episode. And whilst you're there, like and subscribe. Go check out Boredom. His link is in the description and on the end card. Give that a click as well. But till next week, good. Bye.
Goodbye.